Do you find it's really hard, it's really difficult to draw people? Recently I read this book. It's just about how to draw people and motion in a better way. Let's check out some findings that I've got from this book. Right, let's just jump directly into it. There are actually 6 findings, takeaways that I've got from this book, People and Motion, the Urban Sketch Handbook series. So this book is from the Urban Sketching Handbook, which is a series of books about draw landscapes and architect on streets about urban sketching. So I'm not going to deep on that topic, but people is essential for any types of the urban sketching. So from this book, the first thing I've learned is about the proportion. Proportion is I'm not going to the definition of the proportion, but in general, like the structure of a human body, how much the ratio for head, shoulder, body, legs, arms. So this basic understanding about human proportion will help us to draw a better drawing or sketch. So I've got a few tips from this one. The first one is, probably can get a wooden mannequin that we can practice by observe it and draw it. And the other thing is that probably you can draw the people you know, for example, during the meetings, and just to draw people and notice their proportion, and even like the head proportions, like what could be the ratio for from eyes to eyes, and just to observe that and to learn it. And maybe you can read some traditional articles or books about this project, about this subject. And the second thing, contour. So basically it's the shape, it's the outline of people. And here I just find out 2 really great techniques from this book. The first one is about the blind contour, which means that you can observe the people you're drawing, but without checking your notebook, check your sketchbook. You just draw while you're doing this, and then or just do a semi blind contour, like observe and take a drawing and then check it for a few seconds, and then get back to the observation. And the other one is people skylines. So it's really useful when you draw a really crowded or busy street. Just draw the outline of the people as some skylines. So contour. The third thing is the gesture. So how people move, what could be the gesture for those people. And one thing I've learned really interesting, and it seems a little bit contra common sense, is to when people do fast move, you can draw really slow and observe the pattern, repeatable pattern, and their movement. And so if it's fast, you need to draw it slow. But if it's still, you can draw it fast, like use the blind contour technique, such as that. And also keep it loose, keep your lines loose. So that's really important. And also freeze the moment and try to memorize the pose. If people just try to shot or like walking, for example, observe that moment, that movement, and capture it. And the other thing is to add a little bit emphasis for sports or for some movement to enlarge the arm to make or just use some perspective, like make it really pop out so that people can notice the movement. And also I've learned that you can use pencil to lock the pose, and then later ink it, or just keep the pencil without erase it. So this is something I've learned from this part. Yeah, gesture. The fourth tip is the expression. It's actually quite helpful for me as a designer is to build some empathy with your like the people you're drawing, just to try to feel how they feel. Are they feeling sad, or are they feeling happy? And if you can capture that feeling, you can try to draw it on their facial expression or like subtle body movement, right? And the fifth one is about the context. So when you draw people, for example, people walking on the beach, if you just draw a walking person, it seems not provide the right context. Maybe just a few lines about the beaches, about the beach, about the sand, the beach, the sky behind it, or the clouds, and it can really easy to bring your audience into that environment. So that's really useful. And don't make it too details if you want to put the attention on the portrait, on people you're drawing. So yeah. And last one is about likeness, which means that when you draw, try to be as realistic as you can, without mercy. But this is about like draw like urban sketching. If you draw something from your imagination, yeah, you don't need to follow this rule, right? So, and other tips about how to use different tools like pen, ink, watercolor, or pencil. Actually, that didn't cover too much in this book, just provide some examples. One thing I've learned quite helpful is if you're using pencil, it's quite useful for draw some dim lit environment, like really dark room. It would be good to draw it in pencil, with pencil, right? So pretty much that's all about it, like how to draw people in motion. Just a quick book review. So if you're interested about the book review, what I did, probably you can check this video for the visual note taker, like how to take a visual note. This is another book review I did for that great book. Hope you enjoyed it. Right, thanks for watching. I will see you in another video. Ciao.